Good evening. The time is 6 o'clock on May 22nd, 2025. The annual meeting of the Vernon Hills Park District Board of Commissioners is called to order. Will those present and able please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Jacobs? Here. Commissioner Robbins?
Here.
Vice President Senti? Here. President Dorhofer?
Here. May I have a motion to modify the annual meeting agenda to new business item A to follow new business item C?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Senti?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. Next, we have the welcome to visitors guests. If anyone would like to say a word, please step to the podium. Our esteemed mayor has joined us this evening.
Yes. I thought I would return the favor. I know you guys did this video too. I'm Tom Cook. I'm now the mayor of Vernon Hills Village President, and I'm happy to be here in that place. Although I've been here a number of times as a trustee, so but that was at our meeting the other night, so I thought it's a good idea. I think I'll come over. And I just wanted to say how I'm looking forward to the next 4 years of what we've been doing all these years, working together. It's not an accident that we've gotten some of the awards together that we've gotten, because it's so great to work with a group of people like all the people that I know that work here at the Park District. And that's my pledge, over the next 4 years, we will definitely continue to work with you guys, because as I've said many times, we all represent the same people. And that's one of the great things about this village. We work so well together. We don't have our own fire department, yet we work with Countryside like they were our own. We don't have our own library, but, district, but we work with them. We work with you guys. It works out to be the best for all the people of our village. So most of you know how to get a hold of me, and if you don't know how, feel free to email me at the village email, and I'll be happy to give you my cell number or whatever, and whatever I can do to help, with anything for the Park District, that feel free to, stop by me or give me a call or something like that, because I'm looking forward to, 4 more years of the great work we've done together.
Well, Mr. Mayor, on behalf of the board, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we look forward to working with you as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I really do. I mean that very sincerely. It's been such a great working relationship for so long. Definitely would keep that going.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Next item on the agenda is the omnibus vote agenda. Items under the omnibus vote agenda are considered routine and or non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. If a separate vote on any one item is desired, it will be pulled from the omnibus vote agenda and voted on separately. Items included in the omnibus vote agenda for this evening are the minutes of the regular board meeting dated April 24, 2025, minutes of the special board meeting dated May 12, 2025, minutes of the closed session dated May 12, 2025, minutes of the special meeting dated May 14, 2025, minutes of the closed session dated May 14, 2025, payables and payroll through May 22, 2025 in the amount of $646,306.56. Could I have a motion to approve the omnibus vote agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Senti?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. Superintendent Mitchell, are there any changes to the financial report for the period ending April 30th, 2025?
There are no changes.
Thank you very much. At this time, the board would like to hear remarks from the public. We've already done that. I jumped ahead. Tom, I don't know, you're welcome to stay as long as you want.
I'm going to wait for at least 3 years.
Oh, thank you. At this time, we'll go into staff reports. Superintendent, Finance, HR, Jessica Mitchell. Jessica?
Good evening. The district did not receive any property tax revenue in April. The total year-to-date taxes received is $6,370,000, or 99.8% of the 2023 adjusted property tax extension of $6,383,091. Today, we did receive our first property tax for the next property tax year, but more details on that next board meeting when we close May. As of April 30th, the district has $6,119,000 in cash and investments. $3,043,000 is invested in 16 certificates of deposit and treasury bills with various maturing dates over the next 60 months. And $3,076,000 is available for cash flow purposes. In April, our capital expenditures were $167,000. Investments income generated year to date is $356,405. The Lake County Clerk's Office provided a sealed statement showing assessed valuation of all property assessed and equalized by the State Department of Revenue for the 2024 tax rate and extensions for each fund. May 2023 EAV was $1,308,843,533, and the May EAV is $1,473,462,860. This is an increase of approximately $164 million in 2024, excuse me. In the last quarter, the district did not acquire any new unemployment fees for the first quarter of 2025. And on the topic of human resources, we have had a little bit of changes and adjustments in our organizational structure. The vacancy of the recreation supervisor early childhood position brought along some of those modifications. One of them is Ruth Reichenbach, whose former title was child care manager, now changed to early childhood manager, and Ashley Eckhart, the former childhood supervisor's title changed to early childhood assistant manager, and those were implemented in May. Their roles still do include the management of the Little Learners Child Care program, but also now the addition of our preschool programming, all of which fall under the supervision of Superintendent of Recreation Tom Ritter. That concludes my report, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for Jessica? Thank you very much. Yep. Commissioner Robbins.
Just, I have a question. You made the, when you were reading the paragraph on the equal assessed value of May 23 compared to May 24.
Yes.
It's a pretty big increase in the period. Can we do something about that, or what is it? Does that just come from the state, or the
This
county?
comes from the Department of Revenue, but that's delivered through the county, which we work with when we're providing our levy information. I don't know that there's too much at this point that we can do. We can definitely keep a pulse on it.
Yeah, I know. Is there ways to protest any of that, or?
I don't believe there is, but I
Okay.
could get back to you on it because I'm not confident on
Thank you.
this approach.
I don't believe there is. All right, thank you, Jessica. Next, Superintendent of Recreation, Tom Ritter. Tom?
Good evening. One thing on the past I just wanted to touch on, the weather on April 27th was much better than it is this week in Lake May, but we had a very good turnout for our Loop the Lakes walk and run. It's the first time we tried it on a Sunday, just to give some people some options. Someone had mentioned once, it's always a Saturday, can you try? And it worked out well. So we had about 148 participants. Last year it was around 130, so it was a better turnout. We had well over 100 show up for our family kite fly right afterwards. We don't really have a head count because they just show up, but assessment was a little over 100. So a great day, so thanks for everybody coming out that day and all the volunteers who helped us put that event together as well. We couldn't do it without them. We got a very busy week ahead, a good busy week. On next Saturday, May 31st, is going to be our annual craft beer tasting at Century Park South. Takes place from 3 to 7 p.m. We're going to have line dancing with Kicking It with Carol. Not you necessarily, unless you want to join in. Kicking It with Carol is going to be our line dancer. And then DJ, and we'll have, it says two, we actually have 3 food trucks. We have curbside pizza, we have Supermercado doing tacos, and we have, I forgot the third one. Cousins Maine, which is lobster rolls. I got 3 of those coming. And we have 22 vendors, so I figured they average about 3 flavors each, so there'll probably be between 60 and 70 different beers to try, which should be nice. And as always, thank you to Binny's. They've been a great supporter of this event as a sponsor, so thank you to Binny's. The following weekend is our Kids Fishing Day, Saturday, June 7th, from 9 a.m. to noon at Century Park. Say it every year, but Libertyville Fishing Club is great partners with this. We couldn't do it without them. They usually bring between 6 and 8 fishermen, and they just spread out around Century Park, Little Bear and Big Bear Lakes, and take groups of kids with them and worms, and they help them, teach them how not to hit someone with a hook and how to bait a line and take a fish off. And it's a very nice, simple event, but it's a very, very successful one every year. We usually have 50 to 60 kids participate. We will have our Flick and Floats this summer at Turtle Creek Water Park. We have 2 scheduled. One on June 18th will be Shark Tale, and on July 16th is Megamind. And just so people understand how that works, the pool closes. We reopen at 7:30. You pay a separate $5 fee for the movie. You get to free swim until the movie starts. It usually starts obviously at dusk, and we'll have concessions available as well. And our movies in the park this summer at Deer Path Park will resume on the oversized screen. We're showing Monsters University on June 27th. And our July 25th movie will be If. Our August 22nd movie will be Wonka. We had Wonka scheduled for last year, but it rained out, so we get the rights to show it again the following year. Having stated those 3 movies, Matt had referenced the park parties that we're going to be doing with the food trucks this summer. We're going to be doing 2 of them. The first one will be on the same day as the movie, so it's going to be just a busier night of fun. So on June 27th, we will be having a live band. It's actually a high school band. We're going to give them a shot. There are 3 students from Stevenson and I think 2 from Deerfield High School. So they're going to be the band, and we will have food trucks there as well. It will be the same curbside pizza and rainbow cone. You see those at Bona Beefs. They'll be doing the ice cream. So we'll have those 2 to complement the band. And when the entertainment and eating and running around is done, people can relax, go into the grassy area and watch that movie that we just referenced. So it'll be Friday the 27th, should be a really nice night. And then the second park party will be on July 10th, and that will take place at Hawthorne Melody Park. I don't have as many details as far as bands and food on that yet. Just a couple things on programming. Our dance coordinator, Hope, back there behind the camera, and staff have been preparing for this year's dance recital. We have grown in the past, and this year we're going to be hosting it at Libertyville High School instead of the Sullivan Center. Vernon Hills is just a little bit smaller, so we took the theater at Libertyville instead. We have a little over 100 dancers, including some adults that are going to be doing a performance as well. We have some adult dancers, I think there's about 10. The event's on June 1st, and on May 31st will be the dress rehearsal for that. Also on May 31st, like I said, it's a busy weekend. We got the pool, we got the dance recital, we got the craft beer. So Turtle Creek Water Park will be opening. Hopefully we have some warmer weather. It does look like when we get to about that weekend of May 31st, if you trust the long-term forecast, right around that 75. Probably warm enough to open, not the warmest of warm, but it looks like it's looking pretty good. Let our residents know that our hours at the Aquatic Center over there, I should say Turtle Creek Water Park, still get that old name in there once in a while, will be from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday, and weekends from 11 to 7. Staff orientation is what's full throttle right now. All the students are back from school. They're all getting their daily trainings. They're starting the cleaning process. Starting to look like summer over there at Turtle Creek. Our lifeguards go through a 25-hour American Red Cross certification program. We have about 125 seasonal staff that are working over there. We have a slight increase in the number of people that are being CPR certified. That's because with the spray ground, we want the attendants that are going to be out supervising that play space to be CPR certified as well, since they can be out there by themselves. So a little bit more on the training on that end. And it's been a rough start weather-wise, as we know, so the spray ground has not opened yet. We're going day to day. If the weather turns, we'll open, but we haven't hit that point yet. And then I had one thing on here that was going to be a nice event, but it got rained out as well this week. I had mentioned before we received a grant, an IDNR grant for a pollinator garden over at Peterson Park, which we have and we're going to do. But part of that was to partner with some students. So the middle school kids at middle school north, we're going to come over and get some education from some of our park staff and Dr. Quiet, and then they were gonna do some planting, but it didn't work out, and it's getting so late in the school year, they just didn't have time to reschedule it. But the grant administrators said, don't worry, you won't lose your grant just because they can't plant. So the staff will do it in-house. We'll get some pictures, et cetera, so we'll have a new garden over there very, very soon. That's my report, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for Tom? Thank you very much, Tom. Next up, Superintendent of Parks, Mark Fleischman. Mark?
Good evening. Some park maintenance news. The Parks Department has some very exciting news to share. Brian Loyola has accepted the position of Parks Maintenance 1. Brian comes to us from the Wheeling Park District, where he was a landscape specialist. In addition to working in Wheeling, Brian also has experience running a landscape business and is looking forward to gaining further skills while working with us. Brian's first day was on Monday, May 19th. If you happen to see Brian in the parks, please be sure to say hello, and we're excited to have him on the team. Summer seasonal workers have started their tenure on Monday as well. They play a vital role in what we do in the park maintenance department with beauty, safety, functionality of our parks and recreational spaces. These individuals bring energy, enthusiasm, and strong work ethic to a wide variety of tasks. We ask them to do a lot of things, anywhere from landscaping and groundskeeping to assisting with community events and ensuring facilities are clean and welcoming. Their contributions really help us deliver a high standard of service during our busiest months, and we're grateful to have them as part of our team. Turtle Creek Water Park updates. The pools have been filled. Nobody's been able to use them because of the weather. The pumps have been turned on, and the chemistry balance of the water is underway. Staff has been working nonstop trying to get the site ready for opening, spray ground opening, and obviously the rest of the facility to open. So I really appreciate the effort that they put in over there. So it's greatly appreciated. Some parks updates. Mowing season has begun. The grass has started growing, ball fields are being used, and the playgrounds have seen an increased number of users. Dandelions are unfortunately in full bloom as well. We are working to remediate the issues. Ideal temperatures for dandelion growth blooming are between 60 and 75. And obviously the grass needs a little bit warmer to grow, so you're seeing the dandelions grow and the grass is kind of just staying still. So for the last month, we really have been within a range of allowing for optimal dandelion growth and not really grass growth. So we are working on it. I apologize that it doesn't look the best, but we're trying also to be environmental friendly in that scenario too. So last we have Carriage Green. We had a playground meeting for the new playground scheduled with the community for May 20th. It rained out, so we had to postpone, and Matt knows more of the details on the date of the reschedule. It's June 3rd.
Yeah, June 3rd.
June 3rd from 5 to 6 p.m. We hope to see you there. I will not be attending. So, and that is it for my report. Are there any questions?
Any questions for Mark? Thank you very much. Next item, Executive Director Matthew Laporte. Matthew?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good evening. I have a few items that I'd like to add from the Lakeview Facility Manager's report and then also the Communication and Marketing's report. On June 7th, the Mighty Kids Triathlon will take place at Lakeview Fitness Center. As Tom alluded, there is a lot going on the first few weeks of summer. So we encourage our community to come on out for all that we have. The Mighty Kids Triathlon has 66 athletes registered to date, and there are plenty of volunteer opportunities for the community and the board. The Summer Education Pass is a 90-day pass that is available for students. It is for $109 for residents and $129 for non-residents. Moving on to the Communication and Marketing's Manager's report. Turtle Creek Water Park has a Groupon deal that's out there that's 50% off for 2 and 3 day packages. And then we have just recently launched our tree and bench program. And there are pamphlets available at the community center, but also details are online. Moving on to my report, Grosse Point Park renovation project. This is the OSLAD project. It continues to roll along. We're moving through the design phases as we advance towards being able to go out to bid, which would be remains on schedule for September. We're working through field dimensions and final specifications on the east side of the park. Over on the west side of the park, I happy to report that everything that is included in the grant components, including the ninja stations, the path, the basketball court, and then also the, I think if I didn't say, the ninja fitness course, all fit within the scope and design of the park. So, we will work towards communicating with our affiliate groups on the field dimensions and making sure we have everything set before closing out the design portion of that project. With one of our ongoing investigations for our capital needs, we have engaged Christopher Burke Engineering, who has done a lot of work throughout Lake County on stormwater management, as they are the firm that was hired by Lake County Stormwater Management Commission to solve some of the issues throughout the county. So we're having them look at the 3 pedestrian bridges within Century Park to make sure that those are in accordance with the specifications of the National Bridge Inventory. We will bring to the board any concerns and any findings from that report. Hope, if you could bring up the slide.
Oh, I didn't know there was a slide.
Oh, Randy Clark.
Sorry. I had no idea. Okay,
I'll give her a little bit and I'll skip ahead. We're happy to report that in one of my prior reports, I had talked about how we were developing some ADA communication boards that will be posted at several of our community parks and facilities. These communication boards are they're fixed units. They're large 4x6 metal boards that are put up, and they allow a child or an adult with communication disorders to be able to point at symbols and communicate a message either to staff, to caretakers, to other patrons out at one of the locations. So Mark and I, we discussed, and we're going to place one at the main pool at Turtle Creek, one at the spray ground, one over by Kids Castle, one at Century Park, one at Hartman, and we're going to investigate one over by Peterson Park, since it's near the school. So we're excited about that, and those should be up here in a few weeks. Moving on to this slide, which is at Deer Path Park. We were informed recently by Lake County Public Works of an upcoming replacement of 2 force mains that exist that are connected to the west pump station that's just to the west of Kids Castle Park at Deer Path. One of the force mains actually runs, if you can see on the diagrams that are provided on the screen, and at your dais, the red areas are existing easement. The greenish or blue area will be a new easement that I will have to bring forth to the board. The force mains are basically pipes that bring out fluids out to the water treatment plants. And the goal of that project is they'll go out to bid. They're going to at least cap the one that runs underneath Kids Castle, and then if funding allows, they will cap the second one that is just outside of the area of Kids Castle and establish a new area that is outside of Park District grounds. It is outside of the playground grounds and is runs in an area where we don't have any amenities or anything. So, what we have learned is this is a winter project. Outside of Kids Castle being fenced off, everything should remain open. We don't expect any major disruption to the pathway, none of the ball fields, and the playground will remain open. So, in opinion, this is good for the district. It removes the force main pipe from underneath the kids' castle and allows it to be in an area that is more open space. So, that is my report, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Matt? Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is Commissioner Committee reports. There is none to be read or heard this evening, so we'll move on to board correspondence. There is also none to be heard. There is also no unfinished business, so we'll move on to new business. Item B, the adoption of ordinance 03-25, an ordinance making a combined annual budget and appropriation of funds for the Vernon Hills Park District for the fiscal year beginning June 1, 2025, and ending May 31, 2026. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 03-25?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Senti?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. New business item C is the adoption of the 2025-2029 capital improvement plan. May I have a motion to adopt the 2025-2020 through 2029 capital improvement plan?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Senti?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. New business item A. As many of you saw online, we had a commissioner leave us. Janice Geraldo moved out of town, which opened up a position. The board went through a rather extensive search,
To say the least.
and we'd like to introduce Nancy Beaumont. So Nancy, if you'd like to go up to the podium. Secretary Laporte, would you please administer the oath of office to our new commissioner?
I'll have you raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Nancy Beaumont,
do solemnly,
do solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely,
and truly declare
and truly declare
and affirm
and affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Illinois,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office of Park Commissioner of the Vernon Hills Park District,
discharge the duties of Park Commissioner
of the office
of the office of Park Commissioner of Vernon Hills Park District
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Commissioner Beaumont. And if you could please come up and join us at the podium.
At the dais.
Next item on the agenda is election and appointment of board officers. Secretary Laporte, the meeting turns to you.
Is there a nomination for the office of Park Board President?
Yes, I nominate Carol Sente.
I second.
Commissioner Sente has been nominated for the office of Park Board President. Are there any other nominations to be heard? Hearing no other nominations, may I have a roll call for election of Commissioner Sente as Park Board President for the 25-26 term?
Commissioner Beaumont?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Senti?
Yes.
President Dorhofer?
Yes. Congratulations, President Sente. Will you assume the rest of the meeting agenda?
Sure. Thank you. Secretary Laporte, will you please ask for a nomination for the office of Park Board Vice President for the 2025-2026 term?
Is there a nomination for the office of Park Board Vice President?
I'd like to nominate Commissioner Dorhofer.
I second it.
Commissioner Dorhofer has been nominated for the office of Park Board Vice President. Are there any other nominations to be heard? Hearing no other nominations, may I have a roll call for the election for Commissioner Dorhofer as Park Board Vice President for 25-26 term?
Commissioner Beaumont,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins,
Yes.
Commissioner Dorhofer,
Yes.
President Senti.
Yes. May I have a motion to appoint Executive Director Laporte as the Board Secretary?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Commissioner Beaumont,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins,
Yes.
Vice President Dorhofer,
Yes.
President Senti.
Yes. May I have a motion to to appoint Superintendent of Finance and HR Mitchell as the Board Treasurer?
So moved.
Second.
Sorry, roll call.
Commissioner Beaumont,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins,
Yes.
Vice President Dorhofer,
Yes.
President Senti.
Yes. May I have a motion to appoint Tressler LLP as the Board Attorney?
So moved.
Second?
I'd like to make a motion that we suspend or put this on hold for a couple meetings.
Is there a second for that?
I second that.
Okay. We will place that on hold for a further,
No, get a roll call.
oh, sorry.
Commissioner Beaumont,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Robbins,
Yes.
Vice President Dorhofer,
Yes.
President Senti.
Yes. Okay, we have new business. Item E is board member committee and liaison assignments for the 2025-2026 term. Vice President Dorhofer and myself will represent the district on the village liaison committee for the 2025-2026 term. Commissioner Robbins, will you serve on the district audit committee for the 2025-2026 term?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs, will you serve on the Sustainability Committee for the 2025-2026 term?
Yes.
And Commissioner Jacobs and myself will serve on the District Board Development Committee for the 2025-2026 term. And Commissioner Jacobs, would you also serve as the board member liaison for District 73 and District 128?
Yes.
Excellent. So now we're going to move on to commissioner comments. Commissioner Beaumont, do you have any comments you would like to make this evening?
Sure. I would like to thank the board for this opportunity, and I look forward to serving the Park District and the community in the coming future. I'm really excited about what this might bring for both the community and for myself. Looking forward to learning more.
Thank you. Commissioner Jacobs?
Nothing other than to say welcome.
Commissioner Robbins?
Yes, welcome, Commissioner Beaumont.
Vice President Dorhofer?
Welcome. And thank you to everyone who applied. It was great, so appreciate it.
And I'd like to echo those comments. Welcome. And I would like to just make a brief comment to you, Dave. There are a few individuals who have done as much for our Park District as Commissioner Dorhofer. He has not only served the district as the president, as a commissioner for the past 20 years, but also as president for 16 of those years. His connection and knowledge of our community are unparalleled, and I've personally learned so much about being a good commissioner from Dave. Tonight is a perfect time to acknowledge his commitment of time and energy to our agency. Dave has served as president with distinction, with grace, tireless passion, and wisdom. Not to worry, he's not leaving us and will be continuing as vice president and a senior leader to our board. I don't know if we say thank you enough to you, Dave, for your love of our district and community, but tonight I try to do just that. My and our sincere thank you, Dave, for all that you have and will continue to do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We know. Having addressed all the items on the agenda, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Oh, sorry, roll call.
Commissioner Beaumont,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs? Commissioner Robbins?
Yes.
Vice President Dorhoeffer?
Yes.
President Sente.
Yes. The time is 6:34, and the annual meeting is now adjourned.